Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. Internet went out on us for a minute.
So we're back live. Bluegrass Sports Nation back on there. Leave it to Matt Hudson to fix it. Mr. Fix It behind the computer over there across from us. Folks, we apologize about that, but we do want to finish our segment up talking about the things going on at Breathitt High and talking to Coach Moore as the athletic director. You were just talking about the middle school girls playing over to high school right now.
Yeah, middle school girls are basketball over there, right? And our volleyball team's playing at Jackson County tonight, and we've just got stuff going on about every night. And uh, as far as golf goes, Nathan Chapman,
Yeah,
got to compete in the state tournament earlier in the week. I guess it was on Tuesday, and for a guy that's 12 years old
yeah.
competing against high schoolers, that's pretty impressive. So
That's a big deal, whether you like golf or not. That's a big deal.
yeah, hats off to that young man. He's a dandy, and he's
Yeah,
gonna continue to get better. And a lot of good things. Cross country's going on, and talking about our middle school football plays Corbin here
yeah.
Saturday. I think that game's scheduled for around
I
2 o'clock.
think so. Yeah.
And then our Lumberjacks are doing a great job. Watching that game last night, I saw a lot of improvement on them. And that's
Yeah.
speaking of feeder programs and what and developmental programs. That's these guys like Caden are a big testament to that.
Hmm.
At that level, it's not about winning and losing. It's about preparing kids and
Yeah.
teaching them how to play. And take Caden here, and he's played running back. He can play receiver. He's played inside linebacker, outside linebacker, safety. He's played several positions, and he's able to do that because he's got a good foundation
Yeah.
from an early age and taught to play the right way. And so it's a great thing to have, and you guys do a great job with that. And I wanted to mention that. And then another thing, we lost a person that's dear to us.
Yeah.
John Baker passed away,
Yeah.
and he coached track at BHS for a long time, and coached my daughters, and I think Caden, and
Yeah, he coached me a year.
yeah, and just a great guy, and it was a
Sure
loss,
was.
but tremendous loss for all
Yeah.
of us. And he was a great guy and a great coach. So just he's gonna be missed bad.
Yeah. That's something that I wasn't around him very much, but being around the kids that he coached, and I was around some of those kids with the football team, so forth, and to hear them talk about him, and to hear some of them, talk about him this week, it makes you wish you'd had got to spend more time with that person, meet that person, and so on. So, our thoughts and condolences out to his family, but it is a tremendous loss, and of course the athletic department. Fortunate enough to have him being with the track team there for a while. So, and you talk about the feeder program with the Lumberjacks, and so many young kids look up to people like that. And a coach that works with somebody like Caden and a young kid that's looking up to Caden, it all falls back to those adults that are really taking care of those kids. So he'll greatly be missed. Or you mentioned improvement with the Lumberjacks and some things that take place with Caden being able to play the way he plays. And I can think back. You talk about adversity, and as an athletic director, you see it in every sport. But I can think of a few games where me and Caden were toe to toe in the huddle, trying to figure out what was going wrong. And I can think of many times when Caden developed that innerness that took him to the next level and got him past some of that adversity, that inner self-respect, and just the drive to get it done and the determination. And that's one thing that comes from feeder programs and comes from great coaches like Coach Baker too. And like we said, our thoughts and condolences out to his family. And uh, thanks for being here tonight, Coach. Caden, you got anything else you want to mention?
I'm good.
Thanks to you for being here, young
Thank
man.
you.
I tell you what, I love sharing the table with these guys. We've got a great class of seniors. It doesn't get much better when these guys, when you go across the board with our senior class, not just on the football field, but across the board, out in public. I get good reports, and we've got a great class of young men, and proud of them.
Sure are a great group of young men.
Folks, thanks for joining us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, the Kyle Moore Show. That'll do it for this week. We'll wrap things up here from Variety Pizza and remind you to tune in tomorrow night at 7:30. We'll be on hopefully about 7:15, and we'll bring you the Somerset Briar Jumpers as they come into Jackson to take on the Bobcats in the first district matchup for this year. But thanks for tuning in here tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow night and see you next week on the Kyle Moore Show.